Good morning. I'm going to go over some of the changes for 2023 and just a few reminders for year end as we quickly approach the end of 2022, which is very hard to believe. The deadline to file your 2022 W-2 forms with the Social Security Administration and furnish them to your employees is January 31st, 2023. We see the Social Security wage base increase for 2023 to $160,200. Your domestic employee wages, if they exceed $2,600 for 2023, will be subject to Social Security and Medicare. Domestic employers report and pay taxes on their 1040 returns. The mileage allowance, we still are not, have not been made aware what the 2023 per mileage, or excuse me, per mile rate will be. However, in 2022, we did see a change mid-year from 56.5 cents to 62.5 cents. I would expect that rate will stay within that range, and we may see no change at all, given that the rate changed mid-year, which is definitely unusual. Some other limitations that we see increase for 2023, specifically with retirement, we see a larger change than usual. Normally, in prior years, we've seen those increments in and around the $500 mark. This year, we see them change a little bit more significantly. A lot of that is due to some of the inflation that we've seen this year. But as you can see at the top there of that chart, the 401k limit increases from $25,000 to $22,500, and we see the other contribution amounts increase as well. With regards to some of the other benefits, flexible spending arrangements, dependent care, and some of the others, flexible spending arrangements, we see increase to $3,050 for 2023. And we also see the carryover limit increase to $610. That's up from $570. Dependent care and tuition reimbursement limits remain unchanged. And we see the HSA, limits increasing slightly as well. Some additional reminders for 2023 as we look ahead and we are rounding out the year. Your fringe benefit items, if you have any of these items, shareholder health insurance, group term life insurance, personal use of company vehicle, any of those items that need to be reported on W-2s, you want to make sure you get that information reported timely by the end of the year. Now is a great time to start reviewing your employee information, review names, social security numbers, addresses. For accuracy, check with your employees, make sure none of that information needs to be updated prior to finalizing your W-2 forms. Check information, any additional bonus checks or amounts that need to be included, you want to make sure you get those in prior to 12/31 as well. And then, of course, along with W-2s at year end, we also file the 1099s when applicable. Those also must be furnished to recipients no later than January 31st, 2023. Copy A of the 1099 NEC must be filed with the IRS on or before January 31st. Copy A of Form 1099 MIS to be filed with the IRS if you're filing electronically. That deadline is March 31st. If you're filing on if you're paper filing, you would want to do that by no later than February 28th. And that's all I have. It's been an easy, overall easy year. We just see a lot of the normal, changes we need to be aware of as we look ahead. And I hope everybody has a great end of 2022.